Well, hey everybody, Backyard Scrapping here, and we're going to get ready to do Caleb's pours today. This will be the last part of this refine. I contacted him and he wanted bars. We were going to do just one. We were going to do one larger bar, and then the difference, like a 500 gram bar. Because normally I will do, like two bar pours tops, but one bar pour when I do a refine. I try to just do the one because that's time consuming. You got to fire up the furnace and everything you got to do to pour a bar. So extra bars are usually about $3 each. But I contacted him. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna. We talked about pouring a 500 gram bar. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and measure out 10-ounce bars, and I'll pour the extra bars. I mean, he's waited. He's had more patience than a saint. I mean, he's been waiting forever for this. So the extra bars, I'm not going to charge him for that, just because he's been so patient, and everybody that's in line has been so patient. But so that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do them in 10-ounce bars. They'll end up about this long, about this wide, and about a quarter of an inch thick, instead of doing one big bar, just in case he ever wants to sell any of it. Because when you got to it's easier to sell stuff if you've got it in smaller increments. Let's just put it that way. Or you don't have to sell it all. Or if he wants to give one for a gift or whatever or something like that, he'll be able to do that. But so what we're going to do is we're actually going to pour as many 10-ounce bars as we can get out of this. Then we'll pour an oddball. So 10-ounce bar, we have 31.104 grams in a troy ounce times 10 is very simple math. It is 311.04 grams. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put 311.5 grams. So it actually should be a little bit more. But from time to time, you can lose some in when you're melting silver. Gold doesn't seem to do it so much, but silver has a tendency every time you melt it, especially with a torch, to vaporize a little bit of silver. So better that the bar is a hair overweight than a hair underweight. So what I'm going to do is do these at 311.5, and that should give us a for sure 10-ounce bar. Like I said, it's just I'm going to measure this out. It's just, to me, it's going to be easier for him to deal with this, should he want to sell some. Or, like I said, give it as a gift. So I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff weighed out, and we will get back at you. Okay, guys, we got everything swept out and cleaned up. Might be a little bit, another hair of dust in here. Let me just make sure we got everything. See, this is another thing people don't realize. When you change containers in silver, you need to sweep out or clean out your container, because there is very fine dust, which will attribute to some more loss, that actually sticks to the glass. So you want to make sure I cleaned these two really well, or actually these three. So hopefully we can tap everything out when we have it over the furnace, because you don't want to be there very long, if your stuff is hot. But anyway, so what we got here is we're going to get two 10-ounce, should be a hair over 10 ounces, and then we've got 11.5 or 11.25 grams left over that we will either do as a coin button, or if I have a small enough mold, I'll try and pour a little bar out of it. But anyway, so the next step is going to be getting outside, firing up the furnace, and heating up our mold, and pouring us some silver. So we'll be back at you then. Okay, guys, well, we finally made it outside here. It's a nice day, a little cool. I'm trying to get these bars poured and get this thing done and mailed out. I just wanted y'all to look at my yard. I mean, that's just, oh well. Anyhow, so we are actually going to cure out a new Crucible. Hello, say hello, Ebony. We're going to cure out a new Crucible. I had to wait for this to get here because my other one up there is not worthy of pouring silver. So I'm going to let this go up to 500 degrees and let it set there for a little while. Excuse my finger, I'm still not used to using these cameras. And there's our mold furnace. And there's our 2 weighed out 10-ounce silver bars. Probably while I'm waiting for that to get up to temperature, I'm going to go ahead and, this is that little 11, whatever it is, 11 grams of silver. I'm just going to heat that up and probably just make a little button out of it. If I can find a small enough mold, I may try to pour a little bar out of it for him. But anyway, let me go and get the other camera and the camera stand and get this mold out here. Got to dig it out and get it warmed up and get this stuff poured for him. I really need to get on that next refine as soon as I can. I had a little stall again. I had to wear a heart monitor for a week. And naturally, I mean, the one time there was an event, the thing had fallen off, so it didn't get it. So hopefully my cardiologist will get a little bit of information out of that anyway. Anyway, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, our furnace has reached 500. It's holding a little above it. I'm going to hold it there for about a half an hour or so and get this... just break in this new Crucible. I want to make sure it's good and dry. So we're just going to hold it at that temperature for a little bit. While we're doing that, we've got our mold heating furnace set up. There's our silver again. And I've got this set up over here. We're going to go ahead and melt this little bit of silver and see if we can pour a little tiny bar out of it. So let me clean this Crucible out and I'll get back at you when we're melting. Okay guys, I got this thing burned out. We got a little glob of crap right there. I'm going to go ahead and put this silver in here. Let it start toasting up a little bit. Our kiln over there is still at a nice around 500 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and heat this mold up with the torch. I'm not going to bother putting it in the kiln. And then we're gonna, or the mold heating furnace, whatever you like to call it, and then we're gonna go ahead and melt this and see if we can pour a little bar out of it. Ooh, I need to clean my torch tip, you hear that? We're getting some fireworks. Well guys, as you can see, that didn't turn out quite like I wanted it to. So we've got a little, whoops, got a little silver ball. And we got a, I don't know, it may work. May have lumped it up enough. We got kind of a little bar, but what do you say we do that again? This time we'll try the smaller mold, the smaller end. So let me fire this up one more time, and we'll try this one more time, see what happens. Evidently I didn't have it hot enough. We're having to deal with a little bit of wind, so let's try it again. Alright guys, I'm having a lot of wind here. That's causing me some problems. Naturally, just because I need to melt a little tiny bar. So, we're going to try this again. If the wind keeps up, I'm just going to quit. Alright, the wind settled for a second. Hopefully we'll get it this time. That's about as close as we're going to get. It's just not quite enough for that bar, but we have a bar shape. So we're just going to let that pass as a little tiny bar. So that's what we got. Going to throw it in the pickle pot. Just too much wind out here right now. Alright, I turned the oven or the kiln up to 600, so I'm going to let it sit there for a few minutes, and then we're going to get on these big bars. So we'll be back then. Okay guys, we are slowly but surely getting up to temperature. We're up to 959 C. I've got it set to 1020. 962 is the melting point for silver at centigrade, but I want it good and fluid, so I'm putting it up to 1020. Our mold in here, that's starting to get really hot. It's good and hot, so I'm just going to set that down. I'm not going to forget my gloves this time, but probably about 15 or 20 minutes before we pour yet. So we'll be back then. Okay guys, we have been holding at about 1011 for a bit. I'm going to go ahead and get this set up and pour it. We are not at 1020, but we're a good 53 degrees over temperature. I'm going to go ahead and turn this one off. We're going to flip this, and we're going to go ahead and do our pour. I got two little pieces. I put some extra silver in, but I got two little pieces stuck. And I'm hoping that that extra that I put in will cover that, or we're going to have to do this again. Let me turn this down to 500 or so. Let it cool off a bit. Well guys, I just got up to check my video. I had marked these. You guys have seen me do this before, where I stamp everything. And I realized that once again, you got to forgive me. I'm using new cameras, or not use. I'm using phones now, and I'm not that good with them. But anyhow, I thought I had it recording, and I didn't. So anyway, this is the bars. This was, see, this is the first one. And I tried to ripple them as much as I could, and as you can see, we got a good, you can tell these, definitely tell these are hand-poured bars. That's the second one. They're two 10-ouncers, and then I have this little one. I'm just going to mark this little one, you know, silver, and what it weighs. Nothing special on that, because that's just extra metal that's going back to them. But anyhow, so here they are. Finally, I can get these mailed out. Once again, Caleb, I am sorry that it took me so long to do this stuff, but I mean, I just haven't, you know, I haven't been having much luck. I mean, I'm trying to get in, I'm finally going to get into therapy for my back, which isn't going to, they're supposed to evaluate me, I guess, and see if I can even do the therapy. So I'm going to get on that probably next week. I'll start that gold refine that's been waiting for 2,500 years. We'll get on that one and get that done. So anyway, like I said, stay safe out there, take care, and we'll see you in the next video.